There's something magical about watching a garden come alive, piece by piece, but today's project? It's more than just a planting day. It's a chapter in an ongoing story of transformation, filled with a few setbacks, a lot of joy, and a glimpse at the beauty that only time, care, and a little dirt under your nails can bring. From battling an unexpected hydrangea issue to unveiling a stunning brick pillar update, and planting over 20 shrubs on the North Berm, this is one of those days where everything matters, every detail adds up, and every bloom tells a story. Let's begin with the hydrangea hedge, the Incrediball Hydrangeas, a row of beauty that usually stands strong, lush, and proud. But today, something's wrong. One of them looks tired, like it's slowly bowing out. Its blooms are wilting, its leaves lack their usual vibrance. And the mystery? No bugs, no fungus, no clear culprit. Just a plant silently struggling. As a gardener, these are the moments that hit unexpectedly. You check the soil, it's moist, not soaked. You question yourself, too much water? Too little? Is it shaded too soon in the day? You search for answers, but sometimes, nature just doesn't give you one. So, I did what every hopeful gardener eventually does, I grabbed my Felcos and began to prune. Rejuvenation pruning is like pushing the reset button. I cut the dying stems back to healthy nodes, hoping the energy would shift downward, into the roots, where life still pulses quietly. And guess what? It wasn't all dead. Beneath the browning leaves and brittle stems were signs of life, green shoots, firm branches, hope. Maybe it was just needing a moment of release. And as I cut, cleaned, and observed, I could feel that this shrub was ready for another chance. That moment, where you think something is lost, and then discover it's just finding a new way to survive, it hit me. That's gardening. That's life, really. Sometimes, we all need a hard reset. And this one hydrangea, as odd as it may sound, made my whole morning. Next, we moved on to something that filled me with so much joy I could barely wait to share it, the brick pillar update. At our gate, the first pillar is finally coming together, and oh my word, it's a showstopper. Crafted from the same smokestack brick used on the Hartley, it holds this aged, timeless elegance that just fits. Not too red, not too pristine, just right. We debated on the size forever, called in my mom for design help, and finally decided, go big. With a gate that large, and a property as expansive as ours, it needed scale, substance. Watching that first pillar rise, layer by layer, was deeply satisfying. It's not just brick and mortar, it's the first real architectural welcome to the garden we've built with our hands and hearts. The electricians will be in soon to install lights, and eventually, a decorative cap and finial will finish it off. Planting took time, but it was peaceful. I used the auger on the hydrangeas, and the soil, though dry, wasn't compacted, thanks to us bringing it in last year. Each hole was filled with water, each plant settled in like it knew it belonged. And then came the watering. That part is crucial. We have drip lines installed for most of the trees, but this berm, it's untouched by the system for now. One plant, though, was out of reach, the young's weeping birch. I'll need to bring the tank over to give it a good soak. But once that's done and the drip is installed, this border will be on its way. By now, the sun was casting long shadows, and the shrubs were catching the golden light just right. The hydrangeas glowed against the blue spruce. The elderberries whispered in the breeze. And even though there's so much more to do, it felt, for a moment, complete. Like a scene in a painting that invites you to keep staring, keep imagining. Then, finally, it was time to return to the gate and see what progress had been made on the pillar. And wow! They got far. The brickwork looked solid, clean, and full of character. There's something about seeing a vision come to life in bricks and stone that makes your heart skip a beat. And knowing this is only the first pillar? That more is coming? It's thrilling. There's one more detail, we're building a little delivery hut. A small white structure with cedar shakes and glass windows that'll sit off to the side of the gate. It'll mirror our flower shed and well house. And most importantly, it'll hold packages out of the rain, out of view, tucked away in charm and functionality. With some landscaping around it, it'll look like it was always meant to be there. By the time everything's finished, the pillars, the delivery hut, the full berm planted and mulched, this space will be transformed. Not just structurally, but emotionally. A welcoming space, an expression of everything we've dreamed up for this property. Before we ended the day, one last surprise, a patch of sunflowers, volunteers from seeds Benjamin and I had scattered for the birds. They'd sprouted and bloomed, nurtured by Paul running drip lines just for them. It was unexpected, and utterly beautiful. That moment, that kindness, reminded me why we do all of this. Gardens aren't just about beauty. They're about care, attention, legacy. They're made of intention and love, and a little magic. And this day? This day was full of all three. Thank you for spending it with me. We'll see you